Welcome to At Your Community NP, Your Health Matters.
Okay, so this is my first week, and as I said in my previous video, that there were a couple of challenges. So what were the challenges? A couple of the challenges is when you work for FQHC, they need to have a certain amount of contact hours per patient. So sometimes you'll notice that your schedule is put in to see a patient every 15 minutes. Now, I know, just like any other medical professional, that is not plausible, okay? It just doesn't make any sense. However, it is doable because a lot of the clients actually don't show up. Just unfortunate for me, most of mine did, okay? So I did notice a couple of challenges, which I did speak to management about, was that I got a new patient physical, hospital follow-up, new patient physical. So when the chart is completely empty and you need to do a full assessment, you need to do social histories, you need to do surgical histories, problems, then do the HPI and get a really good history on clients so you can order their labs and do their preventative care. And I can tell you that if you don't have a strong medical assistant to call prior to the day before and prep that chart for you, you're going to be SOL, okay? I'm just blessed enough that I did have a good MA, and I also been calling that forth from the powers that be, from all the MA gods above, to make sure that my MA stays with me and they don't float someone else that doesn't act like her. Amen. So I did speak to someone about that, and I told them that, that I found that a little bit challenging. Now, yes, I do have a lot of dot codes and phrases for my Epic. And also, their Epic, they have a lot of tools to use. For example, if you have someone that comes in with hypertension, they have this thing called a butler, and you can type in HTN, and it pulls up certain things like, is the disease chronic? Is it stable? Are they having any side effects? Are they having any type of symptoms? Do they have renal failure? And if you check off certain boxes, you get little pop-ups to kind of help guide you. So that is that could be a little bit challenging, especially for someone who may not be strong with Epic. So if you're going to do an assignment with the FQHC and you're not really strong with their EMR system, you're going to have some challenges. I'll just be honest with you. But if you have an idea of their EMR, yes, you'll have challenges, but you'll be able to navigate through that. The second challenge is that call-offs. So sometimes when you have staff that calls off, you have to kind of share your medical assistants, and sometimes you have to even share some of your front staff, which is okay, as long as you get the ones that don't kind of like play around and talk to each other about things that don't have anything to do at work, if you get what I drift with that. That only happened one day. Outside of that, I finished all of my notes. My morning, I did have about 2 notes that were left over that I had to finish later on. When you work for FQHC as well, they give you admin time because they don't want you to go home and do pajama time. So Thursday, I believe that I had about 3 notes that I had to finish after clinic was actually over, after I saw my last patient. And my last patient was at 5:15. But outside of that, everything else was really, really good. So if you are a new locum nurse practitioner, or if you are a more seasoned locum nurse practitioner, and you're in the Central Valley area and you want to come out to FQHC, I recommend that you could use Uro Staffing. Ask for Justin, he's my recruiter. And if you are unfamiliar with any staffing agency and you want to have 2 to choose from, my 2 favorites are Barton Associates and Uro Staffing. If you go to Barton Associates, then you want to ask for a Danella. Okay? Have a good day, guys. Bye.
You are